Isolation is the killer of dreams. Barbara Sher did a TED Talk recently, and it was all about how when we're isolated, we can't help each other. And that isolation is actually the reason that our dreams don't come true. It isn't because of a lack of positive thinking. And it really resonated with me because if I look at my own life, I can see that that's absolutely true. Because we hear about, the power of positive thinking and manifesting your dreams and all this. And it's really great stuff and it's really important because I believe that what you put out there is what you get back. So if you're putting a lot of negative energy out there, I think that that's what you're going to attract. Anyone who has accomplished great things in their life or who has achieved their dreams or a dream in their life, if they tell you, I did it all on my own, I didn't have any help from anyone. If they tell you that, they're trying to sell you something. Because we all need other people in order to realize our dreams. None of us do it on our own. If you look at really successful people and you look back at their journey of where they started and where they ended up, you can see the people who helped them along the way. Because we all get help along the way. If we don't speak what our dreams are, and what's stopping us from achieving it, and that's a really important part of it, is actually speaking what the thing is that we feel like we can't achieve our dreams. If we don't say that part of it, then people won't know what help we need. So there was a guy actually in Barbara Sher's TED Talk. She talks about a guy who was an accountant and he wanted to be a cowboy. That was his dream. And he didn't want to say it because, look, you guys are going to think it's silly and all this. So what happened was one person in the group said, well, hey, I know a guy that has a ranch in Alberta. And what happened was she called him, the guy called back, and he said, yeah, he said, I actually need an accountant. And he said, I need someone to come up here and do it because I don't want it to be online. So the guy said, he talked to him on the phone and he said, well, I want to be a cowboy. And the guy who owned the ranch said, yeah, okay, come up here for 2 or 3 days, do the work, and then I'll send you out on a cattle run. And so that's what happened. And the guy ended up being able to be a cowboy. And, these things happen all the time. And I know because it's happened in my life too. When I wanted to start coaching, I thought to myself, God, how am I going to get in? How am I going to get clients? How am I going to find an in? Because it's hard to just start from scratch when you don't know anyone. So I started thinking, well, who do I know that does this kind of stuff? NLP training or coaching or voice coaching. So I started telling very specific people, not the whole world, but I started talking to people I knew who might have something to do with coaching. And sure enough, I had a friend who had taken a workshop with someone, and she said, why don't you call this woman at this company? So I sent an email to this company, not knowing that this woman's Girl Friday, her administrator, was someone that I had done a gig for a couple of years earlier. And she emailed me back and she said, is this Maria Teche, the performer? And I said, yeah, it is. She said, well, look, I know the boss. I'll get you a sit down with her. And that's how it happened. I sat down with her, we talked about it, and I started training with her and watching workshops and giving free voice workshops. And that's how it started. But if I hadn't said, this is what I want to do, but I don't know anyone, I don't have a way in. If I hadn't said that, then that person would never have known and they wouldn't have been able to say, actually, I know someone who might be able to help. You see, and I really believe in this. Even if you're looking for a place to live or you're trying to find a new Hoover, a new vacuum cleaner, I really believe that this is how it works. And energy is like currency, and the Latin root of the word currency means movement. And if you don't start the movement, it will never begin. There's a quote from Goethe that I want to read to you. There is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. That the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. If you don't speak your dream and why you feel like you can't do it, people will never know. People want to help. It's innate in us. We like to help each other. It makes us feel good. It makes us feel part of something bigger than just ourselves. Isolation is a dream killer. We live in a global society. You never know who you might be talking to, and you never know who might be listening, or who might be able to help you, or who you might be able to help. So that's it for today. As always, you can click up here to see more of my videos, and you can always click up here to subscribe to my channel. So I hope you found that interesting today. It was on my mind, and I really wanted to say that to people. Hopefully that helped someone out there. So remember, speak it loud, speak it proud, and speak it public. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.